Hello MotoGP fans. Welcome back to ZNGP Today. At Prima Pramac Yamaha's presentation, MotoGP rookie Toprak Razgatlioglu spoke honestly about his first year in the premier class, excitement, adaptation and realistic targets. After a standout WorldSBK career, the Turk arrives at MotoGP saying 2026 is for learning and 2027 might be the year to fight up front. At Prima Pramac Yamaha's 2026 presentation, Jack Miller looked back on a transitional 2025 and ahead to a season defined by development and teamwork. Miller, who moved to Yamaha and helped the team through a year of learning, used the event to stress continuity, the importance of the crew, and his role in readying the new V4 for competition. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Stepping onto a MotoGP team podium for the first time is a milestone most riders never reach. For Toprak, the presentation was the end of a long personal quest, moving from WorldSBK champion to MotoGP rookie. He emphasized the emotional weight of belonging to a tight-knit team environment, a place where camaraderie and support matter just as much as lap times. The event was his first public step into a new chapter, and he made clear how much the moment meant. This is a very special moment. Finally, my dream has come true. Joining the Prima, Pramac, and Yamaha family in MotoGP makes me incredibly happy. That joy underpins his approach: learn fast, stay humble, and repay the team's faith with hard work. Toprak's early seat time on the Yamaha M1 V4 left him impressed by raw performance, particularly its acceleration and overall speed compared to superbikes. But he didn't rush to overpromise. The MotoGP bike is a fundamentally different animal, demanding new braking, tire and limit awareness. His priority is to understand those limits patiently so his aggression can be matched by control once the season starts. Very positive first impressions. After superbike, when I'm riding a MotoGP bike, it's a completely different machine, but especially the acceleration is incredible, and on the track the bike is very fast. That mixture of awe and caution points to a rider keen to convert excitement into reliable pace. Rather than chasing instant glory, Toprak set a sensible timeline. 2026 is a foundation year built on tests, adaptation and data. 2027, with regulation changes and more experience, could be when podiums come into reach. He highlighted the value of the extended test program, especially the Malaysian sessions, to compress learning and gain exposure to circuits he hasn't raced before. It's a patient, strategic plan that balances ambition with realism. It's not an easy year for me. 2026 will be a year of learning. In 2027, after the new regulations, maybe we'll be fighting for the podium. That stage target gives him room to grow without the pressure of immediate results, a sensible path for a rookie stepping into MotoGP's steep learning curve. As the first Turkish rider in MotoGP, Toprak knows he carries national expectations. He closed his presentation by speaking in Turkish directly to his fans, a moment that underlined how personal this move is. He pledged effort, focus and gratitude, promising to race not only for himself but for the supporters who followed his journey from WorldSBK to the world stage. I will do my best, as always, and even more so for the people who support me especially. That commitment blends humility with hunger, the exact mix teams want in a rookie joining a major project. Toprak Razgatlioglu's presentation balanced emotion and pragmatism, thrilled to be in MotoGP, realistic about the learning curve, and optimistic about fighting for podiums with time. If winter testing and a structured development plan go well, 2027 could indeed be the moment he steps from promising rookie into consistent contender. For now, his message is simple: learn fast, stay focused, and make Turkey proud. Miller opened by underlining how vital it is to keep the same people around you when a project pivots. Staying with Pramac and Yamaha gave him the continuity that turns earlier experimentation into focused development work. For a rider coming into a new factory relationship, the emotional and practical comfort of familiar faces, mechanics, engineers, team management, makes the hard days bearable and the good days more productive. Miller made it clear that being back in that environment fuels motivation and sharpens the development process. You don't start from scratch each weekend, you iterate together. It's great to be back with Pramac with Yamaha. Obviously, it's a different concept this year with the new bike and everything. But I'm really excited about it. And keeping the same crew and everything is going to be crucial throughout this season. That stability, he said, will be crucial as the team moves from initial understanding to concentrated V4 development. Reflecting on 2025, Miller described the first half of the year as an intense phase of mutual discovery, rider and team learning the limits, the nuances of the M1, and how best to communicate setup information. That groundwork, while frustrating at times, is precisely what allows the team to switch focus this year. Instead of repeatedly rediscovering the basics, they can now channel their energy into refining the V4. Miller framed last year as necessary reconnaissance, the information gathering that makes targeted progress possible when the new engine and package are pushed through proper race bike development cycles. We spent a lot of the first half of the year getting to know each other, understanding everything, understanding the bike. And at least, we already have that in our hands, so we can focus solely on trying to develop the new V4, which is really interesting. That shift, from exploration to execution, is the technical inflection point Miller expects to define 2026. Miller didn't hide the rough edges of the debut Yamaha year. Highs and lows were both plentiful. Yet he balanced honest appraisal with a rider's gratitude. The bumps and bruises were not merely setbacks but learning tokens, days that revealed where the bike needed help, moments that tested setup choices, and instances that strengthened the team bond. Through that roller coaster, Miller found joy in seeing Paolo smiling each weekend, in hands-on collaboration with the factory, and in the rare, valuable sessions where everything clicked. That mixture of grit and reward, he argued, is the engine of long-term progress. 2025 was a lot of bumps and bruises. But last year was a great first year. I really enjoyed it. For Miller, enjoyment and persistence go hand in hand. Tough weekends teach more than comfortable ones. Turning to 2026, Miller positioned the season as a test of character and engineering. The most rewarding moments, he predicts, will be those that arrive after hard work and careful development. He praised Yamaha's rapid achievements last year, producing a working V4 concept alongside the M1 within a tight calendar, and warned that the coming months will demand disciplined testing and relentless attention to detail. Miller expects the preseason program to be intense, aiming to have the V4 ready to fight early in the year, particularly at the Thailand rounds, where the team hopes the work will start paying off on race day. I think this year the most rewarding moments will be the most challenging. It's incredible what Yamaha accomplished last year developing this bike alongside the current M1 at that time. With a limited time frame, just 22 Grands Prix, they worked miracles. That sentiment mixes respect for the factory's effort with a rider's realism. Success will come through sustained, sometimes uncomfortable, effort. Jack Miller's message is straightforward: gratitude for last year's lessons, faith in the team, and readiness to do the hard work the V4 project demands. He's staying at Pramac to help shape Yamaha's next chapter, and he believes the real satisfaction will come from solving the hard problems that lie ahead. As winter testing turns to race miles, Miller will be one of the voices the team listens to most closely, the experienced rider helping guide a new machine toward consistency and race-winning pace. Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and this is your MotoGP news update. And see you next time!